So as many of you know, recently I just finished my first year in college, which was a doozy to say the least. It was something that I never thought that I would do before, but it was amazing. And one of the many journeys that I embarked on was taking psychology class. And I'm going to the University of Northern Colorado for acting, so taking psychology was nowhere near anything I'm studying at all. But it was a challenge that I decided to take on. And in psychology, we learned about everything from a child's brain to the adult brain. And that class, y'all, that class was hard. Let me tell you, that class is so hard. And it would seem like every other week we had a test, and every day I would call my mom from Greeley and like, Mom, like, listen, I can't do this. This test is harder than the last one. And my mom always was like, pray about it. And I'd be like, Mom, like that was the response every time. She'd be like, why are you worrying? God already took care of it. And I was like, Mom, you don't understand. This is just so difficult. And she was like, Kiara, you don't understand. Like, God can do anything. Even psychology, I don't know if you know, but he like made the brain. And I was like, you're right. And so, to say the least, I passed that class with a high C. And everything in the end went well. So I want to bring you guys something that I learned in psychology that tied really well with the word, and that's called the bystander effect. Okay, so the bystander effect is a social psychology phenomenon in which individuals are less likely to offer victim help when other people are present. So when in a situation where someone is in danger, if there's a large group of people, that victim is less likely to receive help. And that is based on something called altruism. Altruism is the unselfish concern for others' welfare. Our goal is to benefit someone else. And so when we are faced with the bystander effect, we are faced with the fact that your ailment is not my problem. There's someone else here that could help you. And so something I thought about frequently is the fact that God is not affected by the bystander effect. He will not stand by while you are ailing, while you are in pain, while you are hurting, and he will not put it on someone else. So altruism is human nature. Oh, I have a little PowerPoint presentation for those of y'all who learn better by seeing than by hearing, because I know that's how I learn. And so, the greater number of bystanders, the less likely it is for someone to help them. And so there's 4 factors when it comes to helping. There's the motivation to help the victim, individual circumstances, and time. And so there's something we call motivation to help, where the bystander must notice that the event is an emergency and interpret it that way to help someone else. And then there's something that occurs that is the diffusion of responsibility, where you diffuse the responsibility of someone's ailing amongst other people. That it is not my responsibility alone to help someone, but it is yours and yours and yours and yours and yours. Anyone else can help them, it is not on me. And then it's who is the victim. So we are more likely to help friends than we are to help a stranger. An example is if a stranger asks for a ride versus a friend, you are more likely to help a friend and give them that ride than a stranger. And then there are individual circumstances, and that's when it's simple. It's just, is there blood? Is there, like, what are they wearing? Where are you? Those individual circumstances will depend on whether you help them. And then there's the pressure on time. And if you are running early, you are more likely to help someone because you have more time on your hands, rather than if you are running late, you will not help someone because you don't have the time. You're under a lot of pressure. They have to deal with it themselves. And so I'm going to ask you to turn your Bibles to Mark 5 and 21. Say amen when you have it. So, it says, when Jesus had again crossed over by boat to the other side of the lake, a large crowd gathered around him while he was by the lake. Then one of the synagogue leaders named Jairus came, and he saw Jesus, and he fell at his feet. He pleaded earnestly with him, "My little daughter is dying. Please come and put your hands on her so that she will be healed and live." So Jesus went with him. So I just gave you that whole psychology spill to say this. Jesus is not affected by the bystander effect. He doesn't have to interpret your situation as an emergency. He doesn't have a pressure on time. He doesn't care who the victim is. He doesn't care about your individual circumstances. If you are in trouble, Jesus will help you. He didn't know Jairus from Adam. It didn't matter who he was, what he was wearing, how much money he had, where he came from. None of it mattered. Jesus knew that this man was in trouble, and he went to help him. So I'm going to have you now flip to Mark 10 and 46. Say amen when you have it. Amen. And it reads, "Then they came to Jericho. As Jesus and his disciples together with a large crowd were leaving the city, a blind man, Bartimaeus, we're going to call him Bartimaeus, which means irrelevant, was sitting by the roadside begging. When he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to shout, 'Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me.' Many rebuked him and told him to be quiet, but he shouted all the more, 'Son of David, have mercy on me.' Jesus stopped and said, 'Call him.' So they called the blind man. 'Cheer up, on your feet, he is calling you.' Throwing his cloak aside, he jumped to his feet and he came to Jesus. 'What do you want me to do for you?' Jesus asked him. The blind man said, 'Rabbi, I want to see.' 'Go,' said Jesus, 'your faith has healed you.' Immediately he received his sight and followed Jesus along the road." Amen. So, at the very beginning of that story, we see people disregarding this man who's on the side of the road, and he's begging. This is the diffusion of responsibility that we as humans, we as imperfect beings, are subjected to. We diffuse the responsibility. I don't know this man. He's not my responsibility. Why do I have to help him? I don't know him. And these stories show a pattern that we need to stop trying to handle problems ourselves. That God is standing there waiting on us. He's standing there with his arms open wide, ready to give us everything that we ever need, everything that we ever want. And we're standing being like, "I got it, I can do it, it's whatever." I'm standing here like, "Yep, I can pass the psychology test by myself, but then if I don't consult with the Lord first, I'll get an F." So I learned the hard way, like, Jesus is standing there waiting for you with his arms open wide. He's ready to help you. He wants to help you. It's us. It is on us to let God take control. So we go to the throne room and we set down our burdens and we pray. We're like, "God, take it off our hands. Like, you're so important. You can do everything." And then when we're done, we say amen. And we get up and we just go right back to our silly old ways. And we take all those burdens we just laid out at his feet, we take them with us to go in a to-go container. And God is like, "Wait, but you just gave it to me. Why are you taking it back?" Because God can handle. There's nothing too hard for God. He wants to help you. And we are sitting here. So we're going to the wrong people. We're going to the doctor. We're going to the teacher. We're going to our friends. When God is all of the above and more. Yeah. So I want to bring something to you called the help model. So the help model is a way for us to learn how to ask for help, how to go to the throne and realize that we are not in control. I don't know where we went wrong, what's wrong with us, where we think we are in control, where we're like, "I got this," like, "I don't need God." Like, God's there, he's so cool, what a great man. but I don't need to ask for his help. But we do. Over and over again, he will show us that without him, we can do nothing. Nothing is going to go right in our lives if we don't go to the throne room first. Any decision we make without the Lord, it's not going to go right. Any move we try to make, any decision, nothing is going to go right without God in your life.
Amen.
So, with the help model, H. This is where you lay it out. You say, Lord, I am poor, I am broken, I'm dusty, I'm needy, like everything is going wrong. Acknowledge that your soul is broken, that your soul is lost without God, and that you need his strength, and he hears you. That's where we get lost, is that we don't realize that he hears us. We pray and we cry and we're like, hey, guess it went to voicemail. Like, no, he hears you. Every single time you hit your knees to pray, he hears you. He's listening. And then there's E. When you ask God to establish your steps, you are asking in every aspect of your life for him to give you direction. From what you eat for dinner, to where you're going tomorrow, to what you wear. In every aspect of your life, you are asking God to order your steps in the right way and to help you walk in faith. Because if you're not walking by faith, you're not walking at all, because everything is not going to go right. Everything that you decide that you know more than God, it's not going to go your way at all. L is sometimes we don't deserve help. It's not even that we don't think we deserve it. We don't deserve help sometimes. Sometimes we do some of the dumbest stuff in the world, and then we are forced to crawl back to God and be like, I'm so sorry. I messed up real bad. And God is going to show us mercy every single time he shows us mercy, which is unbelievable. He has so much grace and so much kindness stored up for us that he just wants to pour out. And so we need to go to him and ask him to show us that grace and that mercy despite our choices. We know that we are wrong, and we need to let God know that we are sorry. And then P. Often when we run to God for help, it's because of our circumstances, that we're scared, that things are going wrong. And you can't lean on your own abilities, on your own understanding, on your own strength. Those are things you cannot lean on. I can go to college every day for the rest of my life. I've been in school for like the last a lot of years, too many. And none of that will benefit me if I don't lean on God, on his strength, on his abilities. If I don't take refuge in God, none of it matters.
Amen.
Absolutely none of it.
Amen.
And so, if you got nothing from the psychology, if you got nothing from how your brain works and the refuge of help, know that God is there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. I can talk to you left, right, up, and down about psychology and how we are programmed to only help people when it benefits us. But I'm here to tell you that God is not like that. He is not going to want something in return to help you. He just wants to help you because he loves you, because we are his children. He shed his blood for us because he cares about us. He loved us first, and that's all we need to know. And so we need to stop carrying these burdens ourselves, but we need to go to the throne room first, because that's where we will find our answers. Amen?
Amen.
That's the word.